Hi Taurus, welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 2nd through September 8th, 2018. And I would like to apologize for missing a couple of weeks. I'm very sensitive to red tide, and if you're on the Gulf Coast anywhere in the US, you know how bad it's been this year. And so I lost my voice. I had some breathing issues, so I finally had to sort of give up the ghost and go see the doctor, and medications are pretty harsh for that. So I do apologize. I'm sorry I didn't communicate with you. I'll try not to do that again. I do want to let you know that I am changing up the format for the card readings this week, and I'd like your opinion, which you like better the way I was doing them before, or if you like them better this week. I'm going to be shifting a little bit. I'm working with light and shadow, love and money, and then an inspiration card at the end to help you get through the week. So let me know what you think about this spread. And of course, if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, you can reach me through my website or join me over on Facebook. Like and follow my page over there. I do weekly readings, live readings on Facebook every Wednesday night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and that's Eastern Daylight Time right now. Pretty soon we're getting to that time where it will be Standard Time. But anyway, Eastern Time. I'm over there every week, Wednesday, 7 to 8, and I would love to see you over there, chat with you, get to know you, and pull a few cards for you. So let's get started, Taurus, on your weekly reading. The first card I am pulling for you is a light card, and it's fallen on the floor. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Here it is. You've actually had two fall out, so we're going to look at both of those. And I'm working with the Archangel Oracle card deck to bring as much light into your world, into your space as possible, so that you know where you can be coming from in a very positive, love and light-filled way. The first one is career transition with Archangel Shamuel. So some of you may actually be going through job changes, career changes. Maybe you're just not satisfied where you are, or you've outgrown where you're at. And I know for you, Taurus, you like that security, stability, long-term focus. And so this may be a bit rattling for you. You're not quite content where you're at, but at the same time, you're not really wanting to jump ship or move on. So I do have the card Breathe from Archangel Raphael as well. So breathe through these changes. They are divinely inspired. I really feel like no matter what your situation, where you're at now, you have outgrown. So it's time to find something new. So breathe through all of these changes. Let your light guide you. Let the divine guide you through this process. I don't feel like it's something you necessarily have to go looking for. I feel like for a lot of you, this fell into your lap, and it may be the ending of one part of your careers, so that may be very unsettling, but understand that this transition, this new direction is also, if it hasn't begun to fall into your lap, will come to you. I do see a severing of ties for a lot of you, but this is very positive. This is moving you into your true purpose, why you're really here, and will match more closely with who you are as a person. Again, we've all gone through tremendous growth this year, and so even for you, Taurus, even though you like things predictable and comfortable and not much change, you really have, it's reached a point now where you can no longer exist in that lower vibration, in that old space, in that old person who you used to be. So this is a blessed transition, but make sure you take a breath every once in a while to get through it. So let's pull a shadow card for you. And shadow for me doesn't always have to be negative. For me, shadow is what's laying behind the scenes, what the unknown programming, the silent programming. You know, have like on your computer, you have programs running in the background. This can be conditioned. It can be conditioned from this lifetime or even other lifetimes. But a lot of times we're not even aware that this is influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. And so the card for you this week, Taurus, is communication. And Taurus, you're excellent communicators anyway. This may require, especially with this career transition, and it doesn't always have to be career. This could just be a shift within you. And so being able to communicate to yourself and to others clearly who you are. And of course, that begins with that self inventory, looking into yourself and seeing who you are now after everything you've been through, after all the ups and downs, the space clearing that you've done, all of that. Take a look and see who you are now. And it is really time to begin communicating that in a very effective way to those around you, to your environment. And it can be obviously verbal communication, it could be written communication, it could even be energetic. In fact, people around you may notice that your energy body has shifted a little bit. You may carry yourself in a different way, your demeanor may have changed, but these are all positive things. And it's now time to start really putting yourself out there. Maybe you're not aware of how people are perceiving you. Maybe you're not aware of how you're communicating. And if you're communicating in the old way, trying to fit that into your new vibration, there's misses. You're not quite connecting. People aren't quite understanding. And so they're asking you to be very, very effective in the way you communicate. And of course, you'll have to take that self-inventory. The next thing we're going to look at is love and money, the two things everybody wants to know about. So let's see what's coming up for you this week as far as love, Taurus. And then, of course, we will follow that with money. Let me give my cards a shuffle here. I'm trying to do it quietly under the table. I know some of you wear headphones, and shuffling cards aren't that comfortable. Okay, let's see love and money for Taurus. Okay, so the first card I have is Page of Pentacles in reverse. And so Taurus, I feel like there have maybe been things just falling short for you. Now this could very well be you're meeting people. If you're single, you're meeting people and you can't quite make that connection. Things feel unbalanced, and this could be in a very physical way, so there may be issues with chemistry or being physically attracted to the people that you meet that are coming into your life. I do see this continuing through this week, but again, you may even be going after or trying to connect with people that were your type. And for you, Taurus, you've gone through a lot of shifts and changes, so maybe taking that self-inventory. Who am I now? How do I see things? How do I do things? How would I like to do things? And also with that communication, I feel like there's just like a slightly to the left, things are slightly askew. And so that communication, that being able to connect with somebody is just falling short of the mark. I do feel like this is temporary. And I think if you really work on this shadow side of being able to communicate with yourself and be honest with yourself, okay, well, I like this type. But now it just doesn't resonate. So what do I like? What do I want in a partner? What am I seeking in love? What are my motivations? What am I willing to give? If you take that time on that self-inventory, then you'll be able to communicate who you are more clearly, and that love connection will come closer together. If you're coupled, Taurus, with this Page of Pentacles in reverse, there may be some communication issues regarding financial issues, or it can be something as basic as paying the bills. Hey, did you pay the phone bill? No, I thought you did. And that might result in getting the phone cut off, something like that. So make sure you take that extra step to communicate with your partner on the day-to-day mundane little household bills, stuff like that. If you're working towards saving for something, or there's something you want that you haven't communicated to your partner, that you're tucking money away or wanting to, if you bring your partner on board, I feel like they're going to be more than supportive of you on this, so, and may even help you reach that financial goal. But communication is key for you this week, Taurus, and it starts again within. Define who you are for yourself. Be clear with that. Let's take a look at your money. These cards are completely backwards. So we have money for love and love for money. But again, I think this is confirming that if you're coupled, that your partner is right by your side, thick and thin. So if you're not comfortable financially, if you're worried about, bringing enough money in or having enough money saved up for something, I feel like your partner can step in and help you either see that, no, things are fine. Maybe you didn't reach the exact goal, but you came pretty close. or maybe you thought you were further behind on the goal and in fact you're ahead. And so that communication of a financial nature with your partner is going to serve you very well this week. And of course, if you're single, you are looking for that love. The balance begins within. And so financially, if you know who you are and you know your light and your shadow side and you're comfortable with that, that makes you more of a magnet to attract, to attract abundance, to attract prosperity. You are bringing yourself into focus and being very clear on what it is that you want. In this career transition, don't forget about your passions. Don't forget about your dreams. Don't forget about the things that you absolutely love to do. And if your career doesn't do that, find another one. Find a way of switching that for you. It could be transitioning, maybe using the skill set you have now. Maybe you need to go back to school to pick up a couple of additional skills. Or maybe it's just, again, being clear with yourself what you love to do, taking your career and melding the two together so that it's not like work, so that it's not like drudgery. Love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. It's an old saying, but it's absolutely true for you. And the more connected emotionally you are with the work that you produce, with the energy you put out there, the more successful you'll be and the more financially stable you'll be. Money will come in because you're loving what you're doing and you're in this happy space of receiving and giving and keeping things very balanced. So that's what I see for you this week on money. I do want to pull your inspiration card for this week to see how to balance all of these things together and get you through your week. Well, there it is. All of your cards are going to the floor this week, Taurus. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, you actually have two. Taurus, you're getting a lot of twos this week. Okay, the first one is trust your own understanding. And I'll see if I can focus in on the artwork. I love the artwork on these cards. They're so rich. And then the second one is fresh approach. So this may not be abandoning a way of life. This may not actually be abandoning or switching careers entirely. But they're asking you, again, that self-inventory allows you to see things from a fresh perspective. You are not who you were at the beginning of the year, and the world around you is changing. And so trying to apply the old methods, the old ways of doing things, the old ways of thinking really don't resonate with you, and you're really wanting to break out of that and find something new. They're saying to go inside, take that inventory, trust what you find there. It may seem like, oh, I don't know, that would be almost like a daydream or a dream I had when I was a kid, or that type of happiness or pleasure is not attainable. It's not realistic. And I think, Taurus, it is. I think the shifts you've made, you can make it so. Take that fresh approach and you can make your world the way you want it. You can make your life what you want it to be. And it begins this week. So that's all the information I'm getting for you, Taurus. I want to thank you very much for watching this video this week. And again, if you'd like a reading from me or if you'd like to connect with me on Facebook, all the information is in the description box below. Have a very blessed week.